Welcome to the stream, my big brother. What's going on, my guy? How you doing, man? What's going on? Just took me a nice little nap, man. Nice little nap. I hope all is well, my brother. Yes. Yes, sirs, I am. I'm all good. Hey, if you're new to the stream, welcome to the BPatient team. All right, we're about to get it in. We're about to get us some good workout in. If you see me now, yeah, I'm tired. I mean, I took me a good nap. Had the window open so I can get some light in, some natural light in, and took me a little hour nap, solid nap, and I'm chilling, bro. I'm relaxing. I'm ready to go. Get this workout in. But if you're new to the stream, go ahead, hit that like button, and subscribe to the BPatient team, man. We here, we chatting, we learning a little bit. Y'all want to come in and ask questions, want to work out with me, definitely will. After the workout, we'll go in with a topic on Islam. We'll learn more about Islam in a certain sense. All right. It's all about knowledge. It's all about togetherness in this stream. All right, and that's what we're gonna be doing in an hour and a half. All right, solid. So, go ahead and join. Go ahead and hit that like button. And you can ask questions. You can ask me questions, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities. All right, if you don't know this stream and you're just getting into this stream, I welcome you to come in and let me know what country you what country you are chatting from. All right, what country are you chatting from, and then also let me know. You can always go ahead and just we can just chat. Let me know what it is you you think about Islam. What's your thoughts on Islam, and everything else. You feel me? So we're gonna try to take it easy, because I did go to work today, and I'm sure I got about 10,000 steps today. So let's get it in, man, and keep going. All right, don't be afraid. Hit that like button so we can get the algorithm to grow. All right. Welcome. remember, again, I am a Muslim. I am a revert Muslim, and I'm since 2022 of October. So by the time October hits, first Friday of October, it'll be 4 years. All right. So let's keep going. And if you're new to the stream, go ahead, introduce yourself. Let me know what country you're chatting from, and I'll shout you out. All right. Go ahead, hit that like button and support the channel, support the team, and I hope to see you, and I hope that you continue to come through. All right. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mac. Appreciate that, man. Much love to you, bro. Day one, A1, day one, bro. James come up in here and he be trolling most of the time. So I ain't got time for him. He can say whatever he want to say. Don't bother me. One bit. I don't pay no mind to him. I don't pay no mind to that dude, man. May Allah guide him, bro. May Allah guide him. I do the best that I can. And now I just stay honest, man. No reason not to. Right. Talina, welcome to the stream, my dear. Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button, sister. We're going to try to get as many people as we possibly can in here as well. Right now, I'm just, get my brothers in here if I can. I understand that they can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, sometimes I have a 2 to 5 ratio in here. And I mean, I get it. I get it. We don't have that many people on certain days, you know what I'm saying, that come in. But when I get my people in here, I appreciate that so much. You know what I mean? I really do. I know you are. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the love for that. Appreciate all the love, man. You get my hat. I like to make sure that you do it too. Smell like it too, that cooking smell. What's up, man? I'm just gonna turn this off, okay? Man, let's get it going, bro. Got my water, I'm gonna just take a little taste. Keep them out. Nine, what's up, brother? What's going on, my guy? What's going on, man? I'm gonna start off with some regular burpees. Alright. If you were able to get into the workout, how was your day? It was good, man. It was busy as usual. A little bit overwhelming, but that was just me as a person, you know. But it was good. Alhamdulillah, bro. Always find a way to overcome anything that come my way. So it was good. And I hope that the same for you, man, that your day was good too. Alright, don't forget to hit that like button, my brother. Alright, hit that like button. Let's get that algorithm growing. Get everybody going. Alright. I appreciate y'all coming into the stream, and we will definitely keep going. It's the same old, man. We're going to get these burpees in because we do burpees most of the time this week. But let's go. And we'll take it easy. Take it easy. Make sure we take care of that form. 2. 3. What we got? Yes. Alhamdulillah. Even on stressful days, I can come in here and within minutes I'm chill. Always be working windows, but all jokes aside, I fully enjoy coming in. It's the place for positivity. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Thank you for that. I try. Hey, every time I say that at the job, and there's this one resident I'm always helping, he said, "No, you don't try, you do." Say it all the time. You don't try, you do. You know, it make me feel good knowing that people actually see what I do. You know, I'm a type of guy. I'm all about integrity. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't see what you do behind. But if you don't have great integrity, when you're in front of people, it just naturally shows. You know what I mean? So we have 4. going to naturally show. You know, you have great honor that actually shows. You know what I mean? So it's all about trying to do things to help people, but also make sure you're doing the right things. Make sure you're following protocol, following what the company or what it is that you need to do the right way. You know, even when it comes down to financially, you would follow the capital, the economy. So just making sure you do the right things first. You know what I mean? But also that's where the honor comes in. So always make sure you have honor and integrity. All right. That's 5. That's 6. That's Stephen. Welcome to the stream, Stephen. Stephen, welcome to the stream. What country are you chatting from? Stephen says, hi, how are you doing workout? I'm new to the stream. Yes, I'm doing a workout, all right? I do daily workouts 6 days a week, all right? 3 of those days, I do endurance. I do burpees, push-ups, pull-ups, all right? And sometimes jump rope. You feel me? 3 of those days, I do dumbbell weights. All right. I do push, pull, and leg day. All right. And then on Sundays is my rest day. All right. And most of this is when I work. This is my day. This is my week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday are the next few days that I have to work. But those are my 6 days that I work. And I work for the company, I come home and I work here. Alright? So that was 7. 8. 30 seconds, and we're going back into it. Alright, 30 seconds. Stephen, what country are you chatting from, brother? I would love to know. And come on in, join in. We don't only just do fitness, we communicate, we chat. You know what I'm saying? We have fellowship, all kinds of things. Alright, what country are you chatting from? That way I can shout you out. We got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Right now we on chill with the workout, but we're still getting it in. You feel me? We still gonna work through it and do what we need to do. Alright, 13 seconds, y'all. We about to get right into it. Alright, let's get it. Redeem Jesus Christ. Jesus is the truth. Yeah, just like every other prophet is the truth. Just like Prophet Muhammad. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button and show support to this channel. Right? This channel is all about strength, gaining strength, overcoming anything that brings you down. You're having a long day, best place to be. I think that's full. Two more. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love and the stream, bro. There's always going to be change. It's just the type of life we live, bro. It's change. It's always going to be change. Whether it's physically, it's going to be mentally, and of course spiritually. All right. Anywhere in this world, people change. All right. We're on our third round. And as I was saying, change. It's always going to be some type of change. People change, you know. The circle you have around you changes. You know, day-to-day basis, you're going to have somebody that changes. You know, you don't know what people go through, so they change. But what we have to understand is that we change for the better good. You know, and when we change, we have to make sure that we are able to adapt within even the environment that changes. We have to adapt and overcome. Right? Let's go. When you retain peace, you know, and you see that the environment changes, you know the climate changes each and every time. And you know, if you allow your emotions to get the best of you because of the climate change, then where you at, what you doing? Joran, welcome to the stream, my brother. Go ahead, hit that like button. Let's keep the algorithm growing. But like I was saying, like you allow your emotions to go with the climate change and everything else. You're not really taking that hold on who you are and who you're becoming. You know, that's two. You know, you gotta get to a point where you continue to create that change in a positive way, regardless of what things coming your way. Or who changes, who says, oh, you know what, I decide I don't really want to be around you no more. Or I decide you're just not right for me no more. I gotta go and make a move on my own. You gotta decide to be able to say, you know what, I need to change in the midst of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I need to be a better version of myself because it's a better option. You feel me? So there's always room to change. I think today is about the ability to change. Even in bad climates, you gotta change. You feel me? There's a lot of changes. No matter where you at. When I'm at work, things gonna change. People are gonna change around you. You're gonna get people that quit, people that get fired. And you have to get to a point where you change. You know that environment changes. You have to adapt in that environment. And you have to find a way to change yourself, but in such a positive way. You know? I don't know, I just felt like it's, some of us, we feel like we have to, like we allow our feelings to get the best of us. And we like, oh man, I don't think I like this change, you know? But you ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta like it. That's 4. I think that's 5. You feel me? You just gotta be able to adapt from it. 6. Adapt, man. Let's go. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it. So, just remember, man, overcome and adapt from change, man. Nobody tell you to change yourself. Just change sometimes how you move, man. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over, it don't matter how much you try to change, you're going to still be in that same area. And when I speak on this, I speak for myself as well. So, you know what I mean? Things won't go in your favor if you don't change that certain part of you. You know. Good stuff, good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Oh, if y'all new to the stream, bro, y'all just pop in. Don't be afraid to come in and, you know, give your thoughts, or let me know where you stand on change, where you stand on you know, adapting from the environments that you come into. You know what I'm saying? When you were younger, did you move around a lot? You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter where it was. So that's the thing. That's how we overcome things. Even workouts, even pain. Like, you gotta know that that's gonna come. It's always gonna be temporary. Most of where we at is only temporary. The destination we at now is not gonna be the destination that we in the next couple years or the next month. So we gotta understand that. You know, I know I've been, even where you live at, you know, you could be there for maybe 5 or 6 years, and then next thing you know, you change. You go to somewhere else. You know? So how do you react? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go take it easy, man. Make sure I'm doing these the right way. Yeah, with me, man, my experiences through change, bro, it is tough, but I'm now overcoming it, you know. Push each day, I'm pushing. Do I forget who changed in my life, who left? Do I forget the people that I don't see on a regular, that don't call me on a regular? I don't forget people, especially the ones that actually cared, the ones that actually were there. You know, people have their reason and a change, you know. People have their reason and a change, and we know that. PFC, welcome to the stream, brother. It's good to see you. But we got to understand, because this is all about, also about people, you know. And we realize that when we don't have those type of people in our life no more, that we tend to change, you know, as an individual, because we used to do things a totally different way because of who those other people are. Not just to follow them, but just because we were so used to being around them and hearing from them. But then we adapt, you know, you start feeling okay. Well, once the separation comes, it's not that you forgot, it's that you start staying focused on what it was you needed to do to better yourself. And that's kind of how I feel, you know. Only thing that I felt like I needed more change on is being stronger in my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, because once you start feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like, because this deals with, this is what I'm saying about people. And then we get into the environment. We already talked about the different environments that we in, and we change, and, you know what I'm saying, the adjustment of changing. But once we, like I said, once we get to that point where new people come in and we just lose a person, and then we go into these rapid different places, whether we allow our feelings to get the best of us, or we just say, hey, you know what, I can retain my peace, and I can return even stronger to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. It's about just trying to, because when you're dealing with change in people, and people separating from you, there's a reason why these things happen. So you gotta understand there's no reason for you to be affected by it or be angry by it. You know what I mean? Because other people are gonna find their way and change. They're gonna make their change due to the fact that it could just be an internal condition. Alright? And I understand that as well, because that's the same thing I know I have to do. You know? So when it comes down to people and change, it takes a while, especially if you've been around that person so long, or you've been connected with that person so long, and you love that person so long. You know, you start to realize, man, like, I ain't been around, like, I miss that person. It's kind of making me sad, and I don't want to do certain things, or I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Most people find ways to try to mask it, you know. And then finally, You just realize, okay, it's a reason for it. You know, but I think the best thing you can do when it comes down to people, the separation and change, or even when they change, people will change or you change, you just got to turn right back to Allah. Just continue to strengthen that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alright, let's go. Yep. You're right, PFC. Pain makes you grow even stronger. So even with change, there's pain. Alright? There's going to be pain, bro. So like I said, when you lose that separation to a person you love for so long, you know, and somebody says, hey, I can't keep doing this. This ain't working no more. I gotta go, and I gotta be for myself. And it just means the same for you. You gotta go and do what you gotta do to better yourself. You know, we gotta take care of ourselves, and sometimes there's gonna be pain, just like with these workouts. You know what I'm saying? In order to change your mindset or to change your physique, you got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be pain in that. Your emotions might get in the way, but don't let them always get in the way. All right? Don't let your emotions defeat you. Be a person to create more emotional intelligence. That's what we are here to do. All right? That's what we need to be doing. And I noticed that too, you know. The more I continue to change, things change in my life. Like I said, I wasn't going from state to state. A person that went from state to state, they can adapt. It take them a while, but mentally, they've already been able to say, hey, man, I was in another state a couple years. I can be here for a couple years. And my emotions might get the best of me, maybe a little bit, because I might miss certain people, certain things that I used to do, that certain climate I used to miss. But now I'm in another state. I gotta adapt. But this is the type of life we live, bro. We are here. We are like travelers, bro. You know, we seek, we see other people, new people, we meet new people, and you know what I'm saying? You never know what destination you're gonna drop to. And we just keep going, man. We can't allow ourselves to get pulled back or allow pain to help to make us fall back. We got to use that pain to make us stronger, to understand that it makes us stronger as well. All right? And maybe you never know what Allah got in front of you. He has something better for you. You know what I'm saying? He's the most merciful. He's going to always make sure that you have something better coming forth. So yeah, you might have lost someone, or that person doesn't come around as much, or that person is not coming around, or that hasn't contacted you in a long time because of the change. There might be some room for someone else to come around during the change. All right? So we have to understand that. And this is just me. I'm actually just having this kind of conversation because it came to mind. You know, it came to mind. I'm not upset. I'm not feeling down. It's just a thought pops in my head. And I'm sure everybody thinks about it. They think about, you know, people. They think about the places. You know what I'm saying? They think about the things that they used to love to do. And there's change to that. Hey, you know, either I don't like it anymore, I wanna level up on it. You feel me? So that's what it's about, man. Let's get it in. Some more pull-ups. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. What is that? We at 6:16. Maybe we can get about 15 more minutes. We just did what? 3 sets on a pull-up and 3 sets of burpees. So, Hassan, what's going on, brother? Hassan, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. We know what his sense of who you think Jesus is. So, but at the same time, like I said, all the prophets are on the truth. You know, all the prophets are on the truth. They believe in, you know, following the Most High because they gave the message. We know that, but do they know that? They come in. Christ this, Christ that. But you ain't gonna give credit to the other prophets. Oh, you following the forefathers, right? You ain't doing your research. Alright, we're gonna do 30 shorties. First set. Alright, 3 sets of 30, y'all. Alright, let's get it. Short push-up ranges. We already know what they channel. Alright, short push-up ranges. Built that. My chest don't get that big though. That's alright. I still can feel it when that come into play. Alright, if y'all new to the stream, welcome to the BPatient team. Alright, when we chat, you know, we try to chat good and positivity, ways of overcoming life, sharing knowledge with each other, you know, gaining ways of how to change and overadapt to change. All right. Just the topic that, you know, I'm big on right now, and you know, it's gonna happen. It's just a way of life. So let's adjust. Let's continue to adapt and redeem every bit of our energy. Gain a lot more energy. All right. That's what it's about. All right, let's do this. go. Hey, it's the second time of me being in solitude. Second time of me being in solitude. First time was I had to do a lot of learning of myself. You know, building myself and loving myself even more. You feel me? So regaining peace was something that I definitely wanted to get into. The hard part was trying to be with myself. You know, a lot of us, we feel like we need to have people around us in order for us to keep moving. We got to have noise in order for us to keep growing or keep grooving and moving. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was something that was kind of hard for me. So, yeah, I don't really put that as solitude. Here, this right here is going to be solitude. You feel me? Not being around that many people. Or that I just love I like my silence. I like what I got going here. And yeah, will there be sometimes noise? Yes. But I will be okay to adapt to that. You know, it's not that I don't want to be around crowds, because I'm okay with that. I've dealt with that. I've been around that just so I can be ready for that. You feel what I'm saying? So we just continue to, you know, like I said, overcoming every change. Being able to say, okay, yeah, I'm going back to solitude, because that's exactly what we need. And you know, it's not so much a ghost mode, because I feel like I've always been in ghost mode. There's certain people that I've had around me wasn't really that valuable in my life. Now, I've had certain people that was valuable in my life, but there were some people that, if you read the fine print at the bottom, you'll see it was terms and conditions. Alright? And that's for anybody. Y'all think of it the same way. There's always going to be some type of fine print at the bottom that you forget to read, and that's that terms and conditions. Alright? So, wa alaikum salam, my brother. What's going on, Sal? Translation on normal comments too. That's good. That's good, brother. That's good stuff. I'm glad to see that. But yeah, man, just seeking through this solitude, this the peace, me sitting here having my window open, bringing in that natural light, bringing in that natural air, and sitting here for an hour with my eyes closed. And you know, I had like a little crazy dream, but that was nothing. You know, I sat there, I napped, got up, I knew what it was, I knew what time it was. You feel me? So that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. We just gotta keep moving and grooving. Enjoy the life that we're living right now. You know, because things can change. But always have a goal in mind. Temporary, mid, and long term. Alright? Nas, welcome to the stream. How are you, Carl? I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well, man. Another good day. Another good day, man. Another good day in this dunya. You know what I'm saying? The adventures of Carlos BPatient, bro. He's going through just going through this dunya, man, it's gonna always be some type of adventure, some type of thing. The job I work at, the saying is, expect the worst, hope for the best. All right, you're always gonna expect the worst. You want to expect the worst, and you want to hope. You want to hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? You want to hope for the best. Prayer is always going to get you to protection. Sometimes when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts obstacles in your way, challenges in your way, things that you think, oh man, this is going to be crazy. Like, you got to understand, okay, I know why you're doing it. I know why you're doing it. Salam, sister. I don't know if I said hello, Enos, but thank you, sister. I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with you, sis. And I'm doing well, sister. Thank you for asking. But, yeah. I feel like I've acquired a certain amount of peace in my life. I feel like I've acquired a certain amount of peace in my life, but there was a certain amount of peace that I didn't acquire. And I feel like now it's here. I feel like now I found it. And even if somebody else jumps into my life, I'll allow it. But what I won't be around and I won't tolerate is chaos. I walk away from it quick. I walk away from it quick. That's the type of person I am. You know, once you acquire peace, and I mean that authentic peace, you start saying, okay, this ain't it. You know, I'm gonna walk away. I know what's familiar to me, and if I know that peace that ain't peace, I'm walking away from it as soon as possible. And that's factual. That's factual. You know what I mean? Factual. So we did push-ups. We got one more set, right? Let's get it. We talking. I'm talking a lot right now. Talking to y'all about trying to grow. You know, with growth and everything, man. And just seeing myself grow within these last 25 years. You know, 15 years. 30 years, man. Of my life. All right, let's go. Nasir, what's going on? Wa alaikum salam, brother. It's good. It's good to hear you, man. It's good to see you, bro. Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome. It's good to see new people come in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let's open up this algorithm. I know slowly but surely we get people in here. We get the true people in here. And, you know, I'm working on trying to be on an hour earlier. That way we can get people in. But I'm definitely trying to work on it. I'm going to give it five more minutes. Good seeing you. Yes. My brother, I hope you're having a blessed day. Yes, sir. Always, man. We go through a lot of things in our life. That sometimes life is a struggle, bro. It ain't like things are gonna be easy, and you know it's all blessed. It's all blessed, man. You know, we can't question what Allah got in front of us, man. That stuff happens, bro. It's for us to look at it and say, you know what, there's some type of change. That's what I was talking about. change. There's some type of change that we got to overcome. There's some type of change that we're going to have to adapt to for us to get to another level. You feel me? So and that's what we need to realize about the dunya. Is there's going to be a certain change, but we got to also realize that if we don't change for ourselves, the society will do it for us. All right? This dunya will do it for us. All right? We need to make that decision on our own. We need to make that decision. Return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Life is full of pain, but alhamdulillah for the pain. Yes, absolutely. Because guess what? I'm telling you right now, we're going to have tears, we're going to shed tears, we're going to fall down to our knees. But boy, if we do not prostrate, if we don't get into salah and ask Allah for clarity, for help, to seek forgiveness, guidance, strength, mentally, physically, and spiritually, we're going to be stuck. All right? We're going to be blinded in the hearts and in the minds and in the eyes. All right? So we just got to keep grinding, allow this life to give you, to bring its punches. But, you know what I'm saying, we got to be able to we can take the hits sometimes, but, you know, if we're not parrying and blocking and getting through it, what are we doing? You know, we can't allow this life to defeat us. We can't allow the society, the government or whatever it is you want to call it, to defeat us and pull us back. You feel me? We got to understand that this is all a part of it. A person could say life isn't fair, but no, it's not about fairness. All right, because if that was the case, he would have made it fair for anybody. You know, the rich. You don't think the rich is miserable because they got money? You think because they got money they good? No, a lot of them ain't good, man. They not good mentally, bro. They still go to therapists. They still trying to find a way to better themselves because of the trauma they had in their life years ago. A lot of them ain't even take the time to see what their diagnosis was. So we got to understand that there's always going to be some type of issue that go on. Not only is the people on the street begging for money or the drug addicts that's walking around like zombies having problems, the middle class having problems, the rich is having problems. Okay? It happens, bro. This is the type of life we live in. This is dunya. Alright? Welcome. You have put your feet on the ground. You are here. You blessed regardless. So, got you here so that you can live through the dunya. Live through the dunya. You know what I'm saying? Go through challenges. Go through your challenges. Go through changes and overcome those changes, those challenges. Just so that you can seek and continue to seek the akhirah. Alright? And that's what we want to do. We want to seek the akhirah. Alright? That's what I want to do. I want to seek the akhirah. But in this life, I still want to be able to have someone that I love that I could take care of. You know, because the more I pour into myself, I want to be able to pour into other people around me. You know, whether that's my family, my immediate family now. You know what I'm saying? Or when I do get into a marriage and I have my own family, I want to be able to pour that love, that type of love in. So this is why I work. This is why I work so hard right now, because I know that I'm going to reap that benefit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you should be doing it too. Always have a purpose of why you're doing it. You know? Always have that purpose. what we gonna do? We gotta do. It's already 6:35. So what we gonna do is we're gonna get right into conversation, and we're gonna read a little bit, and I'll put another question up, and we'll go from there so we can gain a lot more people. All right, cool. I notice things changes when my face is showing on there. And the thing is, you guys, you gotta understand, even when you work out, you ain't gotta do an hour and a half. You could work out 30 minutes. When I say short time of workout, this could be the short time. Sometimes I like to do the bonus round, but this ain't all about working out. All right, we working out our physical, our mental, and our spiritual. All right, we trying to gain knowledge within everything in one setting. All right, that's what this is about. All right, you enjoy lives like this, you enjoy my live, and you want to be here just to chat and build relationship with people, build a relationship, build that team, that community, that BPatient team with me, then continue to stick around, because that's what we doing right now. We learning how to be patient. We learning how to strengthen ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, not just on the physical time, but on the mental. You know what I'm saying? On the mental, on the physical, on the spiritual. And people don't realize how bad it is if we don't take care of our mental, how bad that happens to be for us to even get close to our spiritual. You know? Because all day we can be like, yeah, you know, I trust in Allah. I trust in Allah. I'm turning to Allah. But what are you doing mentally to get there? You know? Because you could be believing in what the shayateen is whispering in your ear. And you only rubbing the first surface, the front surface of what Allah can give you. You only rubbing the first surface, but you are levels into the shayateen whisper, and you got to get out of that level. It's levels to him whispering to you, brother, sister, and we got to get out of that. All right, and I believe that happens when it comes down to addiction. You know what I'm saying? Your desires, whatever it is you're doing. You know what I mean? And people don't realize that. So we gotta find ways to keep fighting it, and get to the next level. You know what I mean? So like I said, you can say you trust in Allah, you there for Allah, but you said, can I play a nasheed? I'll play a nasheed. I know. I'll find a good nasheed to put on. I think airing this place out has already been done. I got you, brother. Give me a second. Okay, my brother. Appreciate that, love. Yeah, man. I want y'all to know, man. It's all love, bro. We gotta keep pushing and striving. don't, to be honest with you, Nasir, I don't like to play any of the nasheeds, brother, because the only reason why I don't play nasheeds or any other types of music is because the copyright. And then I gotta wait for them to clear it. You know what I'm saying? They tell me copy strike, and already I have been denied for monetization, so I'm trying to keep it clear. So I don't think I want to do that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I got a lot of nasheeds that I wouldn't mind playing. You know, but I just don't play. I don't play them, bro. So yeah, bro. So yeah, we were just talking about changes and stuff, and I know I asked you guys that question, like, how do you overcome change in your life? You know. I asked y'all, how do y'all overcome change in y'all life? But I have a channel for guys. Sorry. Channel real quick. Hey, I'm gonna follow you, bro. I forgot I can subscribe to you too. I'll subscribe to you, brother. Yes, sir. You already know, man. You already know. All right, I'm gonna try to look. I'm gonna put in another question. Oh man. Yes, yes. And I'm trying to think of a question right now. I think I want to just, Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, let me move this up a little bit. I'm sorry, I gotta fix this. Absolutely, bro. We used to get a ton of people up in here. We might today, we might get a ton of haters, we might get a ton of people that just want to know about Islam, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we get some people that want to know about Islam and learn, you know what I'm saying? So, I like to put up questions for the sake of, yeah, my brothers and sisters, but also for the sake of the non-Muslims that come in. So, yeah, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. I for months I had got haters on my stream. That was most of the people that came around. So yeah, no, I agree. I ignore them too. I actually like when they come in, to be honest, because they open the algorithm. They get a lot of people to come in. You get a majority. You get some of them, but then you get a majority of people that come in and you know, they come in and they want to know. They actually really want to know the real. So yep, has been sentenced. Islam has been since the beginning of time with Adam, Salam, because anyone who follows the 6 articles of faith is a Muslim, not to be confused with 5 pillars. A question for you: what are the 5 things you love about yourself? That I love about myself? That is a great question. I appreciate that. Man, that I love about myself. It shouldn't take me this long. No. I don't. Man, I know. It just takes me a while. I'll be back. I don't know why my breathing is low and I'm getting some water. Okay, yes, please get you some water. Take care of yourself, sister. He said, drink orange juice. It'll help auntie. All that's going to do is spike her insulin up. I think it's nighttime for her. 5 things I love about myself. That I don't mind pushing myself through the struggles. I love that I push myself through the struggles, through any struggles that come along. I love that I seek to learn, especially I seek to learn more about Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Oh man. What else is it? That I care a lot. I care a lot about people. I think I love that. That I care a lot. That I could be a helpful person. You know. And what's that? That's 3 things. So I got 2 more things. said, what is it like being a content creator? What it's like? I mean, it's so much. I guess it's a hard way to explain it. But I'm gonna explain it. Being a content creator, it can be challenging sometimes, because you know you gotta use the camera as your best friend, man. You gotta be chatting with the camera as your best friend. You know, being a content creator is, you know, not just doing this stuff for the sake of you, but for the sake of the people. So it's like, oh man, I don't know. It's like, oh man, I can't even really explain it, to be honest. I know it has a lot to do with just trying to see you. You said you're taking your leave. You'll see me. All right, Nasir. I could deal with those questions though. That being a content creator is, you know, being able to influence others. What is it like to be a content creator? It's, to me, it's important. It's like being, you know, there for someone who needs the help. Nasir Princess. You mean Prince? Oh man, that could be a typo. No, but I don't know, man. It is hard to explain, but you know, being a content creator, what it's like being a content creator is it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable thing when you're doing it for the sake of others, for the sake of others, and trying to help somebody that really need it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like that. You say he is my depression bestie. Okay. Okay, Enos. I got you. I got it. Yo, see you later. You back, Sabs? Welcome to the stream, brother. Nah, you good, man. Enos is back. I'm good, brother. I'm doing okay. I can't even lie. Right now, I'm just kind of just chilling and catching my breath. Wanted to chat with you guys. It's, you know, this is a Monday, so I'm not expecting a lot from everybody. So we could chat a little bit, but I'll read a little bit of the Quran. I do want to read the Muhammad biography as well. So that's the main thing we're going to do. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. And then I want to heat up my food because I am hungry. And maybe that could be another reason why I'm just like kind of out of it a little bit. I'm a little bit out of it, you guys. Let me get my water. Uh, what about you, Sabs? How are you doing, man? Said you're overwhelmed by studies. I can understand that. I tell people, because I've already learned 30 minutes of studies, crunch down on it for 30 minutes. Take a break in between. You know, our brains can't take that much information in one. But take some time, man. Take some time to relax. You know what I'm saying? Don't give your break. Give your brain a break. Go back at it when you need to. You know what I mean? Go back at it when you need to. So you gotta take your time, bro. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed with those studies, bro. Because then surely, you know, God will make sure you remember what you need to remember. You know, and like I said, you take that 30 minutes to study, keep going, you're going to get it. It's just these deadlines, Carlos. Ah, yeah. I could see why you were overwhelmed. You'll be overwhelmed. I could see why. A lot of people like to, you know, crush it, push all that studies in. I just can't do it. I can't. My mind just ain't in the capacity of doing that. Let me look into reading this. Reading this. I gotta fix a lot of things, man. They be trolling you, Hassan, man. How is your family? I mean, if you talk about my sister, she's good, man. I haven't heard from her in a couple of days, but I'm sure she's good. I'll hit her up, see how she's doing, make sure she's okay. But she's doing okay, alhamdulillah. Further is like family. I don't really have that much of a family, man, to be honest. Her and her husband are the only ones I can kind of call family, man. I don't got nobody else, really. Y'all are like family to me, too. So, I mean, simply it's as simple as I can get it. I can get it, you know what I mean? And to be honest, y'all, if we don't get that many people in here, I'm going to shut it down, because I do got to take care of my time on me clocking in for work. I gotta take care of that. Or what I would do is I'll get off and then I'll come back on. But I don't want you guys to just cut out because I say I'm gonna leave. Because I could change my mind. But I'm just saying, like, algorithm look like it's short and it's just us mods. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want to waste my time being on here. I don't feel like I waste my time talking to y'all at all. I enjoy talking with y'all. We appreciate you, Carlos. Let me tell you this actually. No, I appreciate one moment. I got you, bro. I got you. No, I really appreciate y'all, bro. You know, cause sometimes we feel like we need people. You need somebody. I think this is another reason why I became more on a streamer, more of a streamer and a content creator, because I would love to be around people that, you know, and I know that these type of people, you guys, y'all probably need it too. So why not? If I ain't really got it, I'm gonna make sure I give it. You know, just like if you ain't got it, you ain't really got the funds, you're gonna try to give as much as you possibly can of good deeds to other people. Regardless of the last penny you might have in your pocket, you still gonna look out for somebody. That's the same thing with me, man. I don't really have that much of an immediate family that contact me, that I contact, but like my sister and her husband and stuff. But I get it, they're getting ready and preparing for, you know, the baby shower and for the baby to come in a couple months. So I understand if, you know, sometimes we'll text back just to see how we doing. So, you know, these lives have gotten me through a lot. I've had deadlines, so not being able to be out and live life properly. But these lives have been a great source of joy for me. And I'm sorry I'm trying to talk more, but I keep having to go away from my phone. No, that's okay, brother. That's all right. And I appreciate you even coming in and having a conversation, or even telling me how you feel. You know, what's your thought process on these lives, man. You know, y'all when y'all tell me these things, I have to kind of like open my mind to be like, you know what? Damn, I'm really doing this. I'm really engaging with people or getting people to enjoy the things that I say, the things that I'm kicking to people. You know what I mean? The gems that I'm kicking to people. People are understanding. People are taking it, and it's actually helping them. You know, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to most everything. Yeah. Upper crust, what's going on, man? It's good to see you, bro. And I appreciate that you even put that in there. You tell me. Oh, you want me to tell you, Talina? Well, of course, Islam is the submission to the one God, and my thoughts on Islam is, you know, it is to me the last and final. Well, it's the true religion. It starts with Adam, and you know, the Prophet Muhammad, the last and final messenger, brought it in. You know, brought it in with the message. Alaikum salam, Vladimir, Putin, what's going on, brother? Again, long time no see. Long time no see, Giovanni. Welcome to the stream. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. It's good seeing y'all. And I hope all is well with y'all. Ain't no difference between religion. The difference is people. Yeah, Talina. The difference is people. People like to, change the text, misinterpret the text, all kinds of stuff. Is people do things and make their own decision on what they believe, who they believe the prophets are, who they believe God is. Yeah, because at the end of the day, there's only one creator. There's only one creator, and it's not a human being. All right? It's not somebody that shed blood. All right? So you right, sister. The difference is people. You got that right. And wait until you're settled before enjoying anything. Daniel, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, my brother. If you haven't yet, you guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. I think a little bit of discouragement came into my mind. But again, it's Monday. It's gonna be a slow day. That's how it is, man. I'm about to make my food because I'm hungry, y'all. I think that's another reason why I'm over here feeling the way I feel. I be hungry. If you have a gun, it doesn't matter your beliefs. I guess so. I don't know what that means though, Talina, but if you can elaborate more on what you're trying to say. You said it doesn't matter your beliefs if you got a gun. Because at the end of the day, you're going to shoot him off. You're going to kill him. If you shoot him, you shoot him. Your belief is to kill somebody. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to add on to what you're trying to say. Yeah, if y'all haven't yet, man, hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the BPatient team. You know I'm always right. Okay, Talina, I got you. I got you. BK Suda Alaikum. Las. Say he is Allah, the one, Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, and there is none comparable to him. Absolutely. BK, the U8, the U8N. Welcome to the stream, my brother. What country are you chatting from, BK? If you're new to the stream or you've been here, go ahead and hit that like button so we can continue to open that algae. Okay, we can open that algorithm. All right, look. Once I get my food in me, I'm gonna go ahead and read the Prophet Muhammad biography. All right, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But y'all stick around, sister. I'm sorry, sister. I'm a girl. I'm from Algeria. I don't know if I said it right. Algeria. I think I said it right now. Algeria. Shouts out to BK from Algeria. Go ahead and hit that like button, sister. Welcome to the BPatient team. We would love to have you, so go ahead and subscribe to the BPatient team. Hit that bell notification so you'll be noticed when I get on live. All right? I'm always on live each and every day. It does not change. And we get on here. I do fitness 6 days a week. Sundays are my days off. All right, of working out. But we always talk about the word of Islam, and we chat about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any questions, any advice, you can always come to me. All right, I'm always trying to find a way. I might put the same question up just so I can get non-Muslims to come in and let me know what it is they want to learn about Islam. Now we do get trolls, we get apologists, we get Zionists, we get Islamophobes that come in here, people that say that they've been Muslim, former Muslims, and you know they come and they try to debate. But that's okay. At the end of the day, majority of the people that I bring in here, they true. And otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this, you know. So, welcome to the stream, BK. My brothers and sisters, my mods, my day ones, my subscribers that come in here. The BPatient team. Welcome, BK from Algeria. All right. And sister, you're a Muslim, right? Are you Muslim? Y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to go and grab my food and heat it up, okay? I'm hungry. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Let me get I'm going to put an egg in there, too. See you, Talina. Have a good one, okay? Miriam, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Enoch. No. Zindabad, Zindabad. Yes, mashallah, sister. I appreciate y'all, man, coming in. Hey, if you're new to the stream, welcome to the stream. You're new to the BPatient team, welcome. Rabbit, what's going on, brother? Yes. Oh, man, I want to ask you a question. You get tired easily. I want a solution, bro, because when I play, I feel tired and still can't move. Alaikum salam, brother. Hit that like button. Miriam, you said you're tired. How can I train for a long time without being tired easily? Make sure you eating good energy. Make sure you're eating make sure you're having protein. Eat a lot of protein. Eggs is good. Scrambled eggs, whatever kind of eggs you can eat in the morning. Make sure that you're eating eggs. Make sure that you have fruit, good fruit. Your diet just has to be on range. Make sure you're drinking good fluids. Get your hydro. What is it? I'm trying to say it. Get your electrolytes. Make sure your electrolytes are good. Always make sure. I don't know what city, what part of the country you're in, Miriam, but if there's always sun out, go get you some sun. Okay, make sure you get you some sun out. All right, increase your stamina. Take some walks out in the sun. That'll help you naturally. You know what I'm saying? Do some breathing exercises as well. Maybe meditating. Meditation will help too. Islam affirms our previous divine revelations and messages sent by Allah. It believes in all the prophets and messengers, including Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, peace be upon them. Absolutely. Peace and blessings. I will pin that. That is real stuff. Muhammad came with his Sharia 600 years after Isa. Bro, I didn't leave the bed after the training. 90-minute run after the football. Said 90-minute run after the football. Why does Zuma say you should be? AKMO, you would know if you was doing a lot more asking questions. So don't ever ask that. You know that to me that's you trolling. You come up in here all the time doing that. Islam don't use stories from the Bible, brother. You got it all wrong. Quran came primary as a book of guidance rather than a book of stories. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great way to think. There's an actual verse that says men can beat their wives as a punishment. I don't see how there is a defense for that. Ammo, brother, you can't come up with proof when you giving claims. There's no reason for you to even be talking about it. No reason. Y'all come up in here because y'all want to start. And that's cool. Because all you're doing is opening up the algorithm and bringing people in. So keep it up, brother. You said scroll up. I predicted. Look at what I said. So don't come at me with the Quran copy gospel of Thomas where Jesus made bird from clay. The Bible itself is 2 Timothy 3:8. For example, confirms stories from Apple, Crawford, and James, and Jeffries. Alright, y'all. I'm about to enjoy my food while we sit here and chat. Welcome to the stream. I definitely did my thing on that. Yeah, he here with a script. That's exactly what it is. So with the salmon I cooked, I also got some boiled eggs as well because I needed a little bit more protein. But yeah, add some more protein to your diet too. Um, Miriam, if you're still there. Can be trained 100%. Action coaches do. Yeah, and Academy, you are clearly very talented. Mashallah, don't waste it. Okay, save. I'm really sad because I was just walking after. I made amazing performance and training more. Yes, coach told me it's normal because it's my first day. Yeah, absolutely. So you good then, sis? It's normal, like the coach said. We all start from somewhere, and you already have a great performance. Yeah, you already started with great performance. So just imagine when you continue, when you get used to it, like it's gonna be even greater for you, Miriam. Like Sav said, shouts out to you, Sav. You're welcome, sister. piece of bone. Just can't realize they have bones in it. So small. AK, do you not know what in Deuteronomy 22, what it says? Do y'all gotta let this boy know, man. Cause he bringing up about hitting the wife and all this other stuff. I'm saying this, and you didn't even be doing that. And, bro, y'all, you don't even look at the information of your own. Yep, 28, look it up. Deuteronomy 22, verse 28 through 29. All right, look it up. He said no religion does that. Well, so you don't even follow it. Lou, what's up, baby? I'm gonna make sure you don't get bottom bones, cause I'm not gonna be. Hey, scaredy cat. They say scaredy cat. You're definitely a scaredy cat. You got a lot of questions, brother. Not everyone. I need to go to sleep. Oh, you just what do you call that? You just expressing every part of yourself. Excuse me. You do it always on here. Slavery is not banned because we practice it. We just call it something else. Prisoners not 9 to 5 workers. People who your right hand possess was treated better than these people. Just read about how reading about how your ancestors became what they became. I find it strange that you made that comment on Islam when you're only Christian as a result of colonization. I'm African. Take care, Carlos. Much love, brother. Much love, brother. Also, it's a fact that women tend to be more emotional, and it's a fact that it's better to inherit those who will be the head of the family. We'll just have to look more into some of that information that you pull up, that you be talking about. So. Let me go put this up, and then we can get a little session of the Quran in and read. Drink some more water, cause I do want to read this because I want to know a little bit more about Prophet Muhammad and what was going on in Karen Armstrong's mind. So, what did I read? Maybe I read half of this. A Christian hears some Muslims to prayer. Mm-hmm. We're reading Muhammad biography. And I'm gonna probably just try to read like one page so that we can get a little bit of clarity in here. Okay. It was becoming apparent that Western Christians were not going to be able to accommodate different religion communities and ideologies. I can't even say that word. No, I'm sorry, y'all. Within their own system as successfully as either the Muslims or the Byzantines, Byzantines. The only other alien religion on European soil was Judaism, and the first Crusaders had begun their journey in the Middle East by massacring. Okay, we read this part, massacring the community, the Jewish community, because I remember that. I remember all of that. So we got done with that when we was talking about the Pope Gregory. Upper Crust, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, brother. So Pope Clement B, 1305 to 14, declared that the Islamic presence on Christian soil was an insult to God. Christians had already begun to expunge this obscenity. In 1301, Charles of Anjou, King of France, exterminated the last Muslims of Sicily in southern Italy in the reservation of Lucera, which had described as a nest of pestilence. I'm not sure. Lurid and pollution. The stubborn plague and filthy infection of Apulia in 1492, the final Islamic stronghold in Europe, was destroyed when the Ferdinand, I can't even say these words, and Isabel conquered Grenada. All over Europe, church bells pealed joyful at the at the Christian victor over the infidel. A few years later, Spanish Muslims were given the choice of deportation, or conversion. Many preferred to leave Europe, but some did convert to Christianity, and their descendants were persecuted by the Spanish Inquisition for another 300 years. Spirit of the martyrs of Cordoba had replaced the old tolerance, and Spanish Christians now seemed haunted by a fear of crypto Muslims living in their midst as the hidden enemies of society. The unhealthy Western attitude to Islam was often revealed in a schizophrenic reaction. Thus, the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II was an Islamophile. I don't even say Islamophobe. Islamophile, who was genuinely more at home in the Muslim world than in Christian Europe. But at the same time, he systematically killed and deported the Muslims from his native Sicily. While Christians were butchering Muslims in the Near East, others were sitting at the feet of Muslim scholars in Spain. Christians, Jewish, and Mozarabic scholars cooperated in a vast translation project, bringing the learning of the Islamic world to the West and restoring to Europe the classical and ancient wisdom that had been lost in the Dark Ages. The Muslim philosophers Ibn Sina and Ibn Rushd were venerated as intellectual luminaries. Though it became increasingly difficult for people to accommodate the fact that they were both Muslims, the problem was graphically shown in Dante's Divine Comedy. Ibn Sina and Ibn Rushd, known in Europe as Avicenna and Averroes, are in limbo with the virtuous pagans who had founded the intellectual culture that they had helped the West to acquire. Euclid, I think that's what it is, Euclid, Ptolemy, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Yet Muhammad himself is in 8th circle of hell with the systematic He suffers a particular disgusting punishment. No cast stove in by cant or middle ever so gape as one I saw there, from the chin down to the fart hole, split as by a cleaver. I don't even know what this is saying, bro. His stripes hung by his heels, the pluck and spleen showed with the liver in the sordid sack that turns to dung the food it swallows in. Dante still can't allow Muhammad an independent religious vision. He is mere schismatic who have broken away from the parent faith. The schismatological, scatological imagery reveals the disgust that Islam inspired in the Christian breast, but it also depicts the split in the Western sight, which sees Islam as an image of everything in itself, which it cannot digest. The fear and hatred, which is a complete denial of the loving message of Jesus, also represents a deep wound in the integrity of Western Christianity. But others were trying to achieve a more objective vision at a time when Jews and Muslims were being fused into Christians' imagination as the common enemy of civilization. It is interesting that one of the first positive portraits of Muhammad in the West comes from Peter Alfonsi, a Spanish Jew who had converted to Christianity in 1106 and then lived in England as the doctor of Henry I. He was hostile to Islam, but presents it as a choice that a person who was uncommitted to the true faith might reasonably make. In about 1120, when anti-Islamic hatred was at its height, William of Malmesbury was the first European to distinguish Islam from paganism. The Saracens, and the Turks both worship God, the Creator, and venerate Muhammad not as God but as their prophet. It was an insight that many Westerners have been reluctant to accept. Some people are still genuinely surprised to hear that Muslims worship the same God as Jews and Christians. They imagine that Allah is an entirely different deity, like Jupiter in the Roman pantheon. Others tend to assume the Mohammedans give the same kind of variations to the prophet as Christians to Christ. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I'll end it there, because we ain't got that many people in here, and we're gonna leave it at that. The difficulty of of separating fact from fiction is apparent in the history of Charlemagne of the Pseudo-Turpin, which was written sometime before 1150. This romance depicts the adulterous Saracens worshipping Muhammad. I don't know what that is, but it's not Muhammad, y'all. Alongside Apollo and Tervagan, in the usual manner of the chansons de Getes. But in the middle of it all, there is a rational debate between Roland and the Muslim giant Farracutus, which recognized that the Muslims worship the one God. At about the same time, the chronicler Otto of Friesen denied the myth of Muslim adultery. It is known that the whole body of Saracens worship one God and receive the Old Testament law and the rite of circumcision, nor do they attack Christ. Now, let's say that again, man. It is known that the whole body of Saracens worship one God and receive the Old Testament law and the rite of circumcision, nor do they attack Christ or the apostles. In this one thing alone, they are far from salvation, in denying that Jesus Christ, in denying that Jesus Christ is God or the Son of God, and in venerating the seducer, Mahomet, Muhammad, as a great prophet of the supreme God. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there, man. It definitely talks about the enemies of Muhammad, man. And it definitely was at its high at a certain amount of time, but Muhammad was at his peak of sharing Islam. But I'm gonna get on out of here, because as I can see, Chase, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream, I got you already. Hit that like button. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Much love, man. We was just reading the Muhammad biography. I'm still trying to learn certain words as well when it comes down to reading this book. It's a challenge, but hell, I'm going to keep going and keep trying to read at least 1 or 2 pages of this book. This is a good book. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, it's very interesting. In chapter 2, I reached 28K. Hey, man, shouts out to you, brother. Shouts out to you. That's good, man. I had reached 1,000 subscribers about a week ago, man. Alhamdulillah. Man, that's good to hear, bro. I've been doing this streaming thing for about 6 or 7 months. Alhamdulillah, bro, I'm doing good. I have a YouTube channel since 2023. Hey, man, that's good, bro. That's what's up. Hey, man, I'm going to subscribe to you right now, bro. I appreciate you for subscribing to me. I subscribe back. All right? And Chase, you always welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you. Said lowercase and no space. I got you. Remember, lowercase and no space. Got you. You always welcome to come into my live streams. I'm always on. Hit that like button while you at it, brother. Hit that like button. Let's get to 18. Oh, you welcome, brother. You welcome. Just hit that like. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. So we gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna go ahead because I gotta go and do my prayer. Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Appreciate y'all for coming in, everybody coming in and leaving.